Gonna make it start launching some maggots. So on the maggots needs some behavior, which is the bullet behavior. Okay, let's just slow the speed down initially. Let's just 200, set angle, yes. Right, so we're going to set things up very similar to this one, but not this kind of line of sight thing. We're just going to use the range. So on the Maggot launcher, we need some instance variables. We need the Boolean one, which is shoot. We need cooldown. We need fire rate. And we need ammo. So let's copy and paste this gubbins here. Control C, Control V. Let's just drag that down to the bottom. Let's delete this line of sight. And let's replace the objects. And on here, let's double click on that. Instead of create the enemy bullet, create the maggot from maggot launcher dot. Oh no, we want the image point, don't we? Image point X, and the image point is image point 1. Control C, Control V, image point Y. Done, so it'll come out the hole at the top. I want to set replace the angle. No, I'm going to just get rid of that. New action, maggot, and then the bullet angle. Set angle of motion. We're going to set that random range of 0 to 360. Put that there. So this will produce, kind of maggot spreading out from that launch point in a 360-degree cone. So to trigger that, what we're going to do is copy and paste the compare the maggot launch, maggot spawn point on the Y. So let's copy and Control C that, and then stick that in here, drag that to the top. Replace the object with, oh, I can't set it. So what I'm just going to do is add another condition. Maggot launcher, compare Y is equal or greater than scroll dot Y minus, so I'm going to set it at a slightly lower value, so let's just try 300 for now and see how that works. And then we need to set some ammo, so let's do 10 initially, and then the fire rate 0.3. So let's check that's working. Yep, it's starting to spit out maggots. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put two together on the same layer, on the same sort of X coordinate, just so I can just test if they will trigger at the same time. and there's no kind of conflicts. Actually, I'm just going to make this invisible because it's starting to annoy me now. So where's that? Initial state, initial visibility, invisible. There we go. So we get rid of that blue box now. And then on here, on the cooldown, to set the fire rate, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to set it here. So on the Maggot launcher, I'm going to set the value fire rate to be a random value, so they come out sort of randomly. And the maximum value will be 0.5, and the minimum value will be 0.02. So they kind of sporadically kind of spit out from there. And the ammo, I'm just going to set that higher. So let's say 50 and see what that does. Yep, so they're triggering together. It's not a problem. And they're kind of spitting out. I might set that a little bit faster and then they stop. So let's go back. Let's change this to 0.3 being the slowest. Yeah, that's better. Now I'm going to play around with the Maggot bullet behavior. So I'm going to set the set to decelerate by adding an action here, which is the Maggot set the bullet speed, set the acceleration. So I've got the speed set to 250, so I'm going to set that to 225. Done. And then let's just drag that to there. Then I add another event, which is the comparing the distance travelled of the maggot bullet to, if it's greater than a random value, so minimum would be 80 pixels, maximum 180. Done. So it's a similar setup to the bug enemy, and so I want to go to this bit here. Just want to copy and paste that angle information. And go here and set the angle of motion so to the player. So I just need to change this bug bit to Maggot. That's it. So it's set up in the same way as Bug Enemy 1, with finding the angle from the player X and Y to the Maggot X and Y, minus 180. So now it should start travelling towards the player, and because once it's travelled past this random distance, it will keep updating that, so it will start to seek the player. And then set the acceleration to 3. Right, I'll test this out. I mean, all of this needs to be tweaked in playtesting because you need to sort of factor in what kind of power-ups you've got and stuff like this. But this is the basic mechanic for that. So hopefully, yeah, and then they'll start following the player. So the idea is you'll have to shoot these, and maybe you need to sort of set a time limit on these two so that they die.